In 1985, Costco started selling a hot dog and a soda for $1.50. It still costs $1.50 today. In the 2010s, the company's new CEO floated the idea of raising it. The man who co-founded Costco pulled him aside and told him, and this is a direct quote, he later confirmed himself, "If you raise the effing hot dog, I will kill you." Costco built its own hot dog factory instead, so the price never moved. That's not a quirky corporate legend. That's the entire Costco strategy, compressed into one sausage. Here's what should not work. Costco caps the markup on almost everything it sells at around 15%. Walk into a typical department store, and the markup on what you're buying is often 2, 3, sometimes 5 times that. Costco looked at the standard retail playbook, mark things up as much as the market will bear, and simply refused to play it. By the normal logic of retail, that should mean thin, fragile profits. Instead, Costco is one of the most consistently profitable retailers on earth, has been for decades, and its stock has compounded into one of the best performing large cap holdings in the world. So either the basic rules of retail are wrong, or Costco figured out a different game to actually win. And the hot dog is the tell. Costco doesn't primarily make its money selling you a rotisserie chicken or a flat of paper towels. It makes its money on the $65 card in your wallet that lets you walk in the door. Last reported quarter, membership fees alone brought in over $1.3 billion, and membership fee income runs at gross margins in the range of 75 to 80%, because there's almost no cost to deliver it. Compare that to the roughly 11% margin Costco makes on the actual merchandise. The business isn't really sell goods, keep the leftover. It's sell access, keep almost all of it, and use the goods to make sure you renew. And people renew. Worldwide renewal sits near 90%. In the US and Canada, it's over 92. Once someone's paid for a Costco card, they go out of their way to use it, because not using it feels like wasting money they already spent. That single psychological hook, sunk cost turned into loyalty, is worth more to Costco than any single item on the shelf, which reframes the 15% markup cap entirely. It was never generosity. It's the cheapest, most durable customer retention tool a retailer has ever built. Every product in the store exists to make the membership fee feel like the best $65 you spent all year, so that next January, you pay it again without thinking twice. There's a second layer to this. Roughly 30% of everything Costco sells is Kirkland's signature, its own private label. And Kirkland isn't a cheap knockoff brand. Internally and in the press, it's treated as premium, often manufactured by the same factories that make the name brand version sitting next to it on the shelf. Here's why that matters strategically, not just financially. A private label the size of Kirkland does two things at once. It gives Costco a product line where it controls the entire margin structure instead of splitting it with a manufacturer, protecting profitability even under that 15% cap. And it makes comparison shopping pointless because you can't check Kirkland's exact price against a website. It doesn't exist anywhere else. Amazon can match a price. Amazon cannot match a product it isn't allowed to sell. So if the model is this good, why hasn't Walmart or Target just copied it? Some of it they have. Sam's Club is Walmart's answer, and it's real competition. But there's a piece of the Costco model that's structurally hard to copy, and it's the part almost nobody wants to talk about: what Costco pays its people. Costco set a company-wide wage floor of $19.50 an hour in 2024. By most reporting, the highest base floor of any major non-specialty retailer in the country, well above entry-level pay at Walmart or Target. That's not charity. Widely reported low turnover at Costco compared to the rest of retail means less time and money spent constantly hiring and retraining, and employees who've been trained longer make fewer costly mistakes and deliver a better in-store experience, which again feeds back into whether you renew that membership. But here's the trap for everyone else. A publicly traded competitor optimizing for next quarter's earnings call has a very hard time telling shareholders, we're going to pay people more than we have to and take the margin hit. Costco can do it because the whole business is engineered around a different scoreboard: renewal rate and long-term loyalty, not this quarter's merchandise margin. Copying the wages without copying the entire model built around them would just be a company voluntarily eating a cost with no matching payoff. That's the real moat. It's not the hot dog. It's that the entire structure of the business only makes sense together. And you can't cherry pick the parts that would help you without also taking the parts that would scare your investors. None of this makes Costco untouchable. The model has real pressure points. E-commerce is not Costco's natural terrain. The entire in-store experience, the treasure hunt layout, the bulk psychology is part of what drives renewal, and that's much harder to replicate online. Costco has been quietly testing higher membership fees, which is the one lever that, pulled too hard, risks the exact renewal rate the whole business depends on. And the model was built and defended for decades by Jim Sinegal's specific obsession with the customer over the shareholder. An obsession that doesn't automatically transfer to whoever runs the company 10 or 20 years from now. Every part of this strategy is a bet that the long game beats the short one. That bet only keeps working as long as the people running the company keep refusing the short one. Deal after deal, quarter after quarter, hot dog after hot dog. Take away the retail details and what's left is a pretty uncomfortable principle for any business, or honestly, any career. The thing that looks like leaving money on the table can be the exact thing that makes people impossible to lose. Costco didn't get profitable by extracting more from every transaction. It got profitable by extracting less, on purpose, consistently for 40 years, until less became the reason nobody leaves. The hot dog was never about the hot dog.